So let's start with a chemical element. An element is the simplest form of matter. Matter occupies space and have unique properties. Okay, let's take a look at some of the elements that we have in our body. For example, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, as well as some other examples of elements. So if we scroll down, we can see the atomic structure of the elements, and we can see that all the elements are going to have protons, neutrons, and electrons. Right here, you can see the nucleus with protons, neutrons, and flying around in energy levels, as you can see right here, or shells, they're going to be the electrons. The number of protons and neutrons in the nucleus is going to be the atomic mass. The number of protons only is going to be the atomic number. In addition to the ionic bond, you also have other bonds, which are going to be the covalent bond, hydrogen bond, and van der Waals forces.
A small piece of sodium metal is placed in a flask containing yellow chlorine gas. Initially, no reaction is observed between the sodium and the chlorine. The reaction will be initiated by adding a drop of water to the sodium.
Okay, the next item is hydrogen bond. Obviously, it goes without saying, I think, that in order for you to have a hydrogen bond, you have to have a substance that contains hydrogen. Let's talk about this. This is water. So how many molecules of water you have? 1, 2, 3. What forms water? A covalent bond. But in between, you see here this dotted line. This dotted line is showing you the hydrogen bond, which is formed in between two molecules of water, because the molecule of water itself is formed by the covalent bond. Okay, the next item is water and mixtures. Water is very important in the human body. Almost 70% of the human body is water. Substances that are going to be able to dissolve in water are going to be called hydrophilic, as you can see here, and substances that don't dissolve in water are going to be called hydrophobic. Water has very important properties, such as being the universal solvent. Another properties that water has is going to be addition and cohesion. Addition is the tendency of substances to cling to one another. Like, for example, if you have a glass of water, addition would be the water trying to cling to the glass itself. It has a very important chemical reactivity, because a lot of chemical reactions happens due to the presence of water, and thermal stability as well, because you need a lot of energy in order to increase the temperature. Okay? And that's a very important example of why water is used as a coolant, for example, in engines in the car. Right? You need a lot of temperature in order to raise the temperature of water.